Have you ever wondered why some people seem to attract wealth effortlessly, while others struggle their entire lives? The difference is not luck, talent, or even hard work alone. It is their unconscious alignment with 7 powerful, invisible laws that govern the flow of prosperity. These laws are as real and as dependable as the law of gravity, and they are available for anyone to learn and apply. When you work in harmony with them, you move from a state of financial resistance to one of effortless flow, allowing abundance to find you. This book is your practical guide to mastering these 7 principles. It demystifies the process of wealth creation, offering a clear and actionable blueprint for aligning yourself with the naturally abundant nature of the universe. The 7 Laws of Abundance, your practical guide to attracting wealth, written and published by Success Attraction Formula. Chapter 1. The Master Law. Consciousness is Reality. Imagine for a moment that your mind is the most powerful, high-definition, and sophisticated movie projector ever created. The film that is constantly and silently running through this incredible projector is your consciousness, the complex and interwoven sum total of your thoughts, your deepest held beliefs, your core assumptions, and your dominant, habitual feelings. The world you experience, in all its breathtaking detail, color, and texture, is the vast, panoramic screen upon which this film is projected. Whatever film is playing on the inside is what gets projected, with perfect, unfailing, and impartial accuracy, onto the screen of your external reality. If the film is a gripping drama filled with themes of struggle, lack, and perpetual conflict, the screen of your life will reflect that dramatic and challenging story back to you. If the film is a beautiful, inspiring story of overflowing joy, magnificent success, and ever-expanding abundance, your life will, by law, reflect that magnificent reality instead. This is the first, the most foundational, and the most profoundly powerful of all the universal laws. It is the master law upon which all the others are built, the axiom from which all creation springs. Your consciousness is the creative cause, and your physical reality is the resulting effect. The world in its entirety does not happen to you, it happens from you. The greatest challenge in truly grasping and applying this law is that we have been deeply and thoroughly conditioned from the moment of our birth to believe the exact disempowering opposite. We are taught a purely materialist viewpoint, that reality is a solid, objective, and pre-existing thing that is out there, and that we are small, separate, and relatively powerless beings who must react to its whims and dictates. This pervasive belief places us in a perpetual position of powerlessness, casting us as victims of circumstance, buffeted by the winds of the economy, of politics, of luck, and of other people's choices. The Master Law completely flips this entire paradigm on its head. It states that your inner world of thought and feeling is the sacred, creative womb from which your outer world is continuously and perfectly born. Your deep-seated beliefs and core assumptions about life act as a powerful and inescapable filter, shaping your perception of the world. And because your perception is, for you, your only reality, this inner filter literally dictates the life you experience. What you hold to be true in your consciousness, you will prove to be true in your experience. This principle is not just a spiritual or philosophical concept. It is a metaphor for what modern physics is beginning to reveal about the nature of reality. At the quantum level, the universe is not a collection of solid, separate things, but a vast, shimmering field of pure potential, an infinite wave of possibilities. It is the act of focused observation, the act of consciousness itself, that acts as the observer, causing this wave of infinite potential to collapse into a specific particle, an event, or a physical experience. Your focused consciousness, your dominant belief system, is the observer that is constantly collapsing the wave of potential into the life you are now living. To create a new reality, you must become a new observer. You must change your consciousness. Think of your mind as a vast and fertile garden. Your subconscious mind is the rich, dark, receptive soil, and your conscious thoughts are the seeds you plant within it. The soil of your subconscious is completely impartial and non-judgmental. It has no preference for what is planted in it. It will grow the seed of a beautiful, fragrant rose or the seed of a toxic, thorny weed with the exact same dedication, power, and efficiency. Every single time you think a thought of lack, "There's never enough money. I can't afford that. This is too hard." You are planting a weed seed in the fertile soil of your mind. Every time you think a thought of abundance, "I am so grateful for all that I have. Money flows to me easily and frequently. I live in a rich and supportive universe," you are planting a beautiful rose seed. The harvest you are experiencing in your life right now, in your health, your relationships, and your bank account, is the direct and perfect result of the seeds you have been habitually and often unconsciously planting over many years. To change your harvest, you must change the seeds. To make this law deeply personal, you can undertake a reality audit in your journal. Draw a line down the middle of a page. On the left side, list the key objective facts of your current financial reality. For example, my monthly income is X. My savings account has Y. I have Z amount of debt. Be neutral and non-judgmental. On the right side, work backward to identify the specific underlying beliefs or assumptions in your consciousness that must have created this reality. For the income of X, the belief might be, "My skills are only worth this much," or "It's hard to make more money in my field." For the savings of Y, the belief might be, "It's impossible for me to save money." For the debt of Z, the belief might be, "I'm just not good with money." This exercise powerfully connects the outer effect with the inner cause. It shows you with undeniable clarity that your financial life is a perfect printout of your consciousness. Consider two women, Anna and Maria, who work at the same company. Their external circumstances are nearly identical. However, their consciousness is completely different. Anna possesses a scarcity consciousness. Her internal film is a story of struggle. She believes the economy is bad, her company is unstable, and good opportunities are reserved for a lucky few. Her internal monologue is filled with worry. In a team meeting, her consciousness causes her to filter for potential problems, and she misses the opportunity hidden within a new project proposal. She sees her colleagues as competition. When she receives her paycheck, her immediate thought is fear of it not being enough. Her reality projector is consistently playing a film of lack. Consequently, she is overlooked for a promotion, she has tense relationships with her coworkers, and she always seems to have an unexpected expense that drains her savings, proving her core beliefs true. Maria, on the other hand, cultivates a prosperity consciousness. Her internal film is a story of opportunity and growth. She believes she lives in an abundant universe and that her company is a place of expansion. In the same team meeting, her consciousness filters for opportunity, and she sees a brilliant new application for the project that no one else has noticed. She speaks up with confidence. She sees her colleagues as collaborators and freely shares her ideas. When she receives her paycheck, her immediate feeling is one of profound gratitude. As a result, she is chosen to lead the new project. Her colleagues love working with her, and she frequently receives unexpected bonuses and financial gifts, proving her core beliefs true. The external world did not change. The consciousness of each woman projected a different reality onto the same set of circumstances. This law is the ultimate statement of your empowerment. It means that to change your world, you do not need to change anyone or anything outside of yourself. You do not need to wait for the government to change, for the economy to improve, for your boss to recognize your worth, or for some lucky break. You only need to change the film that is playing inside your own beautiful, powerful mind. You are the projector. You are the screenwriter. You are the director of your own life's movie. You now understand the master law. Your consciousness is the creative cause, and your reality is the resulting effect. You are the projector. But for many people, this powerful projector has been operating on autopilot, replaying the same old film of past experiences and inherited beliefs, creating a life by default. How do you step into the projection booth, take conscious control of the machine, and move from this state of accidental creation to becoming the deliberate, focused, and masterful architect of your own magnificent financial destiny? Our next chapter holds the vital key. Remember to subscribe to Success Attraction Formula, give this video a like, and comment with your personal opinions or suggestions for channel development. Chapter 2. The Law of Deliberate Intention. Imagine a master archer standing in the center of a vast open field. She holds in her hand a powerful, expertly crafted bow and has an unlimited supply of perfect, though aerodynamic arrows. If she simply pulls back the string and releases an arrow into the wide, empty sky without first choosing a specific target, where will it land? It will land anywhere. It will land nowhere of importance. It is a powerful but random act, a tragically wasted expenditure of energy and potential. Now imagine she plants a single, clear target in the distant field. She fixes her eyes on the very center of that target, narrows her focus, and releases the arrow with a clear, singular, and unwavering purpose. The arrow flies true, its entire trajectory guided by the immense power of her focused aim. This is the profound difference between vague, powerless wishing and clear, potent, deliberate intention. An intention is the archer's target. It is a clear, focused, and deeply committed decision that gives precise direction to the formless, creative energy of your consciousness. The law of deliberate intention states that creative energy flows where focused attention goes. To move from a life of accidental, default creation to one of masterful, conscious design, you must first learn to set a clear, compelling, and powerful target for your creative energy to flow toward. Now that you have embraced the master law, that your consciousness creates your reality, the next logical and empowering step is to become deliberate, conscious, and purposeful about the content of your consciousness. The primary challenge that prevents people from applying this law effectively is a pervasive lack of clarity. Most people's desires are fuzzy, weak, non-committal, and often contradictory. They hold a vague, passive wish for more money, a better life, or to be successful. A vague wish is like the archer shooting into the empty sky. It has no creative power because it has no specific target for the energy to lock onto. A deliberate intention, on the other hand, is a focused command. It is a firm and unwavering decision that you have made with deep conviction, a clear declaration to yourself and to the universe of what you are now choosing to create. The universe, as the master implementer of your consciousness, absolutely loves clarity and specificity, as it removes all ambiguity and allows its infinite creative forces to be marshaled with elegant precision. The first step in applying this law is to make the profound internal shift from the passive realm of wishing and hoping to the active realm of deciding and choosing. A wish is passive and hopeful, implying doubt. A decision is active and committed, implying faith. You must decide with absolute clarity what you choose to manifest. You can formalize this powerful process by crafting what can be called a vision script or a financial mission statement in your journal. This is where you will get breathtakingly specific. Vague intentions get vague results. So instead of, I want more money, get crystal clear. How much money specifically? Is it a specific monthly income? Is it a specific net worth? Is it enough money to joyfully purchase a specific item, like a home or a car, or to fund a specific project? Write down the exact number. For example, a deliberate intention might be, my deliberate intention is to create a joyful, consistent, and ever-expanding monthly income of $10,000. Once you have defined the what, you must then define the even more important why. A powerful intention is not just a cold, intellectual exercise. It must be charged with the potent fuel of emotional energy. To uncover this, you can use the 5 whys technique. Underneath your financial mission statement, ask yourself, why do I truly desire this? Write down the first answer that comes to mind. For the $10,000 income, the first why might be, so I can pay all my bills without stress and save some money. Now ask why to that answer. Why do I want to pay my bills without stress? Because I want to feel a sense of security and peace. Ask again, why do I want to feel security and peace? Because when I feel peaceful, I am more creative and loving. Ask again, why do I want to be more creative and loving? Because that is when I feel most alive and aligned with my true self. Ask one final time, why do I want to feel alive and aligned? Because that feeling is freedom. You have drilled down to the core emotional driver. The true target is not the money, it is the feeling of freedom. Your complete intention must include both the specific what and the heartfelt why. So your full mission statement might become, my deliberate intention is to create a joyful monthly income of $10,000 in order to experience a profound and lasting state of creative freedom and inner peace. Once you have set this clear and emotionally charged, deliberate intention, it acts as a powerful set of instructions to both your own subconscious mind and to the universe. On a psychological level, a clear and specific intention activates a part of your brain called the reticular activating system, RAS. The RAS acts as a sophisticated filter for your brain, sorting through the billions of bits of data you are exposed to every second and only showing you what it has been programmed to believe is important to you. It is the reason why, when you decide you want to buy a specific model of a red car, you suddenly start seeing that red car everywhere you go. The cars were always there, but your intention programmed your brain to finally notice them. In the same way, when you set a deliberate intention for a $10,000 monthly income, your RAS will begin to notice ideas, conversations, people, and opportunities related to that goal that you were previously completely blind to. On a universal level, your clear intention sends a focused, coherent signal into the quantum field of pure potential, giving that infinite energy a clear and precise blueprint to begin coalescing around. Your deliberate intention is the sacred and detailed blueprint for your abundant future. It is the firm and unwavering command that precedes the magnificent creation. By moving from the dense fog of vague wishing to the laser-like clarity of a deliberate and emotionally charged intention, you take the first and most vital step in becoming the conscious, powerful, and masterful architect of your own magnificent life. Your deliberate intention has now been set with power and precision. The archer's target is clear. You have given the universe a specific, resonant coordinate to aim for, but simply aiming the arrow is not enough to guarantee it will strike the heart of the target. How do you now tune your own personal energy, your very state of being, to become a living, breathing, magnetic match for that specific intention, so that your desire is drawn to you with an irresistible and undeniable force? Our next chapter holds the key to this magnetic power. Remember to subscribe to Success Attraction Formula, give this video a like, and comment with your personal opinions or suggestions for channel development. Chapter 3. The Law of Vibrational Alignment. Imagine a powerful radio tower, a grand broadcast station for a beautiful symphony of classical music, transmitting its signal with perfect clarity at a frequency of 107.5 FM. Now imagine you are sitting in your car and you desperately want to listen to that beautiful soul-stirring music. However, your car radio, your receiver, is firmly and habitually tuned to 98.7 FM, a station that plays only the jarring and unpleasant sound of static. You can sit in your car and wish and hope and even demand to hear the classical music all day long, but as long as your receiver is tuned to the wrong frequency, you will never, ever hear the beautiful broadcast. To receive the music, you must do one simple thing. You must tune your radio dial to a frequency that is in perfect alignment with the station you wish to hear. The law of vibrational alignment is exactly this. Your deliberate intention is the powerful broadcast from the station. Your personal energy, your dominant, habitual emotional state, is your sensitive receiver. The law states that you must become a vibrational match to your desire in order to receive it. It is not enough to simply think about what you want. You must learn to feel like the person who already has it. This law explains the missing piece of the puzzle for so many people. It clarifies why intention alone is not always enough to create a new reality. You can have the most crystal clear, beautifully crafted intention to be wealthy, but if your dominant habitual vibration, your energetic home base, is one of worry, anxiety, and deep fear about money, you are tuned to the frequency of lack. You are on the static station. The universe, which is a perfect and impartial energy matching system, can only deliver to you a reality that is a perfect match for your dominant vibration. Therefore, your primary creative work is not to chase after your desire, but to calibrate your own energy so that you are in alignment with it, allowing it to be drawn to you effortlessly and naturally. This is the sacred art of moving from merely thinking about your desire to feeling from the state of your desire already being fulfilled. So how do you know what your vibration is at any given moment? Your emotions are your infallible guide. Your emotions are your personal, built-in vibrational guidance system. They are like the glowing indicator on your radio dial, telling you with perfect accuracy exactly which frequency you are currently tuned to. When you are feeling emotions like joy, love, gratitude, passion, peace, and excitement, you are experiencing high-frequency emotions. These expansive emotions are a clear sign from your inner being that you are in perfect vibrational alignment with your desires and with the natural, ever-present flow of universal abundance. When you are feeling emotions like fear, anger, jealousy, frustration, blame, or despair, you are experiencing low-frequency emotions. These contracting emotions are a sign that you are out of alignment with your desire. The negative emotion is not a punishment. It is a helpful and loving indicator, like a warning light on your car's dashboard, telling you that your current train of thought is taking you in the opposite direction of where you truly want to go. The key is to not judge or resist your negative emotions, but to thank them for the valuable feedback they are providing, and then to use them as a catalyst to gently and consciously guide your thoughts back toward a better feeling state. The most powerful practice for achieving and sustaining vibrational alignment is the art of visualization, but with a specific and deliberate focus on generating the feeling. This is the practice of feeling it real. Each day, preferably in a quiet, meditative state during your daily ritual, you are going to step into the movie of your fulfilled desire. Close your eyes and use your powerful imagination to create a short, simple, and vivid scene that implies your intention has been fully and completely realized. For example, if your intention is to earn $10,000 a month, your scene could be a conversation with a loved one where you joyfully say, "I can't believe how wonderful it feels to be so financially free." Or it could be you looking at your online bank statement and seeing that exact amount deposited. But seeing the image is only the first introductory step. The real potent work is to then generate the authentic feelings you would have in that moment. What would it truly feel like to have that conversation or to see that number? Would you feel a profound wave of relief washing over you? A surge of exhilarating joy? A deep and lasting sense of security and peace? A feeling of profound gratitude and excitement for the freedom it provides? Allow yourself to feel those emotions in every cell of your body right now. Let the feeling of relief wash over your shoulders. Let the feeling of joy create a genuine smile on your face. This sacred practice of generating the feeling of your wish already fulfilled is the most powerful thing you can do to attract your desire into your life. On a neurological level, your brain does not know the difference between a real experience and a vividly and consistently imagined one. When you generate the feeling of success, your brain releases the same neurochemicals, dopamine, serotonin, that it would if the event were actually happening, and it literally begins to rewire its neural pathways to match that new reality. On a universal level, you are broadcasting the pure, powerful, and magnetically irresistible frequency of your fulfilled desire. You are consciously and deliberately tuning your radio to the station of your choice. By practicing this feeling state every single day, it will begin to feel more and more natural, normal, and familiar to you. You are creating a new energetic home base. For yourself, a new vibrational identity. The law of vibrational alignment is the very heart of the conscious creative process. It is the powerful engine that propels your intention forward. It is the vital bridge between your clear intention and its eventual physical manifestation. By learning to use your emotions as a guide and to consciously choose your emotional state by practicing the feeling of your wish fulfilled, you become a living, breathing, and powerful magnet for your desires. You have now set your deliberate intention, your clear target. You are learning the crucial and beautiful art of aligning your personal vibration with it, consciously tuning your inner radio to the prosperous and harmonious station of your desire. But as you begin to hold this new, higher frequency, an old and familiar enemy often appears on the battlefield of your mind, the insidious and persistent voice of doubt, which creates the static of disbelief. How do you cultivate the unwavering belief necessary to hold your new frequency steady and to protect your desire as it germinates, even when your outer world has not yet shown you the evidence you so deeply seek? Our next chapter holds the answer to building this unshakable faith. Remember to subscribe to Success Attraction Formula. Give this video a like and comment with your personal opinions or suggestions for channel development. Chapter 4. The Law of Unwavering Belief. Belief is the sacred, fertile, and life-giving soil in which the precious seed of your intention grows. Without this rich and nurturing soil, even the most powerful and clearly defined seed of desire will wither and die before it has a chance to sprout and break through into the sunlight of your reality. The law of unwavering belief states that your deep, abiding conviction in the inevitable reality of your desire is the very element that nurtures it, protects it from harm, and ultimately commands it to manifest in your physical world. You can have a crystal clear intention, and you can practice the feeling of vibrational alignment for a few minutes each day. But if the other 23 hours of your day are filled with the poison of doubt, the pests of worry, and the chilling frost of disbelief, you are effectively digging up your precious seed every single evening just to see if it has grown. Unwavering belief is the sacred and patient act of planting your seed and then trusting the invisible, magical process of germination with absolute and unshakable faith, consistently watering it with positive expectation and fiercely protecting it from the invasive and destructive weeds of doubt. This is, for many people on this creative journey, the most challenging and crucial law to master. We are creatures of habit who have been rigorously trained by a lifetime of experience to trust only what our 5 physical senses can immediately verify. The great and profound challenge of this law is to maintain your faith during the gestation period, the natural, necessary, and often silent time lag between the moment you plant your intention and the moment you see its full physical manifestation. This is the period where your belief is tested by the universe. Your 5 senses will continue to show you your current reality, your old harvest, and the loud, logical voice of doubt will whisper insidiously in your ear, "See, it's not working, you're just fooling yourself, nothing has changed." This is the critical juncture, the valley of faith, where most people falter, abandon their vision, and give up on their dreams, not realizing that their magnificent manifestation was just about to break through the surface of their reality. The first and most liberating thing to understand is that belief is not a mystical, innate quality that you either have or do not have. Belief is a conscious choice, and it is a mental and spiritual muscle that can be deliberately and systematically strengthened with consistent practice. You do not need to make the impossible leap from a state of deep, ingrained doubt to a state of absolute, enlightened belief overnight. Instead, you can gently and lovingly build what is known as a belief bridge. This is a powerful process of finding slightly better feeling, more believable thoughts that gently move you step by step across the wide chasm of doubt toward the firm ground of faith. For example, if your current ingrained belief is, "It's impossible for me to earn $10,000 a month," trying to force yourself to believe, "I easily and joyfully earn $10,000 a month," might feel like a blatant lie and create even more internal resistance. Instead, you build a bridge. Your first step, the first plank in your bridge, might be to find a more neutral and undeniably true thought, such as, "The idea of earning $10,000 a month exists in the world." From there, you can move to the next plank. "It's possible for other people to earn that much money." Then, a step further, "I am open to the possibility that it could be possible for me to earn that much someday." Then, a more powerful step, "I'm starting to see how it might be possible for me to achieve that." Then, a committed step, "I am choosing to believe it is possible for me." Each of these thoughts is a solid plank in your bridge, gently and believably guiding you from a state of deep disbelief to one of profound and unshakable faith. The most powerful way to strengthen the muscle of your belief is to actively and consciously look for and document any evidence that your desire is on its way. Your mind is powerfully wired to look for proof of what it already believes. This is a cognitive principle known as confirmation bias. If you believe your desire is impossible, your mind will diligently and efficiently find all the evidence to support that negative belief. You must consciously redirect this powerful mental faculty to become a detective for evidence of your impending success. This evidence will often be small and subtle at first. These are the synchronicities and signs that we have discussed. Perhaps your intention is financial abundance, and you find a coin on the street. Do not dismiss it as insignificant. See it as powerful evidence, a clear wink from the universe. Document it in your journal under a heading called Evidence of My Abundance Manifesting. Perhaps you see a story of someone who achieved a similar goal. You receive an unexpected discount on a purchase, or a friend says something that gives you a brilliant idea. This is all evidence. By consciously looking for and celebrating this evidence, you are training your brain to believe that your desire is not only possible, but is in the active and inevitable process of manifesting. Each piece of evidence is a powerful repetition that strengthens your growing muscle of belief. The ultimate act of unwavering belief is the act of holding to the inner vision of your fulfilled desire more strongly, more consistently, and with more passion than you hold to the outer appearance of your current temporary reality. It is a state of serene confidence, a quiet and peaceful knowing that it is already done in the spiritual realm. By patiently building your belief bridge, diligently gathering your evidence, and trusting in the unseen process of germination, you become the master gardener of your own reality, nurturing your intentions with a faith so powerful and so absolute that they have no choice but to grow into their magnificent, fully manifested form. Your belief is now becoming a mighty and impenetrable fortress, protecting the sacred seed of your desire as it gathers strength and form beneath the surface of your reality. You are a powerful creator, holding a clear intention, an aligned vibration, and an unwavering faith. Now, how do you amplify this entire creative process exponentially, supercharging your manifestation with one of the most powerful, magnetic, and joyful forces in the entire universe, the transformative and miraculous force of radical gratitude? Our next chapter holds this beautiful and life-changing secret. Remember to subscribe to Success Attraction Formula, give this video a like, and comment with your personal opinions or suggestions for channel development. Chapter 5. The Law of Radical Gratitude. Imagine you give a friend a small, thoughtful, and heartfelt gift. They receive it, and their face lights up with a look of pure, uninhibited, and radiant delight. They do not just offer a polite, socially conditioned thank you. They express a deep, genuine, and overflowing appreciation for the gift itself, for your thoughtfulness in choosing it, and for the simple beauty of your friendship. Their joyful, high-frequency reaction not only makes you feel wonderful, but it almost certainly inspires within you a deep and powerful desire to give to them again, to find new and creative ways to bring them that same profound sense of joy. Now, imagine you give the exact same gift to another person. They take it, glance at it with a flicker of indifference, and offer a barely audible mumble of thanks before setting it aside and moving on. How likely are you to go out of your way to give that person another gift? Your energetic relationship with the universe operates on this very same powerful and responsive principle. Gratitude is not just a social politeness or a moral virtue. It is a powerful, magnetic, energetic signal that resonates deeply with the creative fabric of the cosmos. The law of radical gratitude states that the more you genuinely and profoundly appreciate what you already have, the more the universe will be inspired and delighted to give you even more things to appreciate. It is the ultimate energetic amplifier for all of your manifestations. Having established your deliberate intention, aligned your personal vibration, and fortified your unwavering belief, this fifth law serves to supercharge and accelerate the entire creative process. The challenge most people face with gratitude is that it is often weak and conditional. They operate under the subconscious belief that, I will be grateful when I get the new job, or I will feel truly appreciative when I finally have more money in the bank. This flawed logic places the powerful feeling of gratitude on the other side of the manifestation, making it a reward for receiving rather than a cause of it. The law of radical gratitude, however, requires you to completely reverse this outdated equation. You must learn to find and feel profound, unshakable gratitude now, in this very moment, for the life you are already living, even before your grander desires have fully materialized. It is this preemptive and courageous state of heartfelt appreciation that signals to the universe that you are already a perfect vibrational match to the good you are asking for. It is you looking your creative partner in the eye and saying, with deep sincerity, "Thank you for the magnificent gift that I know, with absolute certainty, is already on its way to me." So how do you cultivate this potent state of radical gratitude, especially when you may be looking at a reality that feels lacking and does not immediately inspire feelings of appreciation? You must consciously retrain your mind. You must become a gratitude detective, actively and relentlessly looking for clues of abundance, beauty, and blessings that are already present in your life, however small they may seem. The mind that is steeped in a scarcity consciousness has been trained for years to scan the environment for what is missing, what is wrong, and what is to be feared. You must now give your mind a new and far more joyful job, to scan your reality for what is present, what is right, and what is to be appreciated. A powerful way to do this is with a practice called a rampage of appreciation. You can do this in your journal, or, even more powerfully, by speaking it out loud. Start with one simple thing in your immediate environment that you can genuinely appreciate. It could be the comfortable chair you are sitting in. Do not just stop at "I'm grateful for this chair." Go on a deliberate, expansive rampage. I am so incredibly grateful for this comfortable chair. I love the way it supports my back and allows me to relax. I am so grateful that I have a peaceful and safe home to put this chair in. I'm grateful for the roof over my head that protects me from the elements. I'm grateful for the electricity that is lighting this room so I can see. I am so grateful for my eyesight that allows me to see the beautiful colors and shapes all around me. You start with one small, easy point of appreciation, and you consciously build a powerful, undeniable wave of positive, appreciative momentum. This practice, done for just a few minutes each day, can radically and rapidly shift your entire energetic state from one of lack to one of overflowing, magnetic abundance. To deepen this practice, you can create a gratitude timeline in your journal. Dedicate several pages to this exercise. First, go back into your past. Find specific things to be grateful for from your childhood, your teenage years, and your early adulthood. Acknowledge the people who helped you, the lessons you learned, and the blessings you received, even those you took for granted at the time. This helps you see that you have always been supported. Next, focus on your present. Make a detailed list of at least 50 things you are grateful for in your life right now, from the miraculous functioning of your body to the technology that connects you to the world. Finally, step into your future. Write a list of things you are grateful for as if your desires have already manifested. I am so deeply grateful for the financial freedom that allows me to travel the world. I am so grateful for my thriving, joyful business that helps so many people. This powerful exercise anchors your energy in a continuous state of gratitude, connecting your past, present, and future in a seamless tapestry of appreciation. Let's consider the story of a man named Tom who was trying to manifest a new car. His current car was old, unreliable, and he genuinely hated it. Every time he got into it, he would sigh, complain, and focus on the rust, the strange noises, and the constant need for repairs. His dominant vibration regarding transportation was one of deep lack, frustration, and resentment. Unsurprisingly, the car seemed to develop more and more problems, perfectly matching his negative focus. He then learned about the law of radical gratitude and decided, with great skepticism, to try a different approach. He committed to a one-week experiment. Every time he got into his old car, he would force himself to go on a rampage of appreciation for it. He would say, "I am so incredibly grateful for this car. Thank you for the miracle of transportation. Thank you for faithfully getting me to work every single day. Thank you for keeping me warm in the winter and cool in the summer. Thank you for the freedom you provide me to go where I please." At first it felt completely inauthentic, like a lie. But he persisted. After a few days, his feelings genuinely began to shift. He started to see the car not as a burden, but as a loyal servant that had been doing its best for him for years. He started to feel a real, surprising affection for it. He had successfully shifted his vibration from hating my car to loving and appreciating my transportation. 2 weeks later, he got an unexpected call from a distant relative who had heard through the family grapevine that he was having car trouble. The relative had just bought a new car and offered to give Tom his previous car, which was only a few years old and in perfect condition, for free. By falling in love with what he already had, he became a perfect vibrational match for something even better to flow into his life. Radical gratitude is the frequency of receiving. It is a state of grace. It is impossible to feel genuine deep gratitude and feel lack at the same time. They are mutually exclusive vibrations. By choosing to consciously and radically appreciate every aspect of your life, the good, the lessons, the present moment, you are tuning your entire being to the prosperous, generous, and loving frequency of the universe itself. You are now amplifying your creative power with the high-frequency, magnetic energy of radical gratitude. You have the clear intention, the aligned vibration, the unwavering belief, and the appreciative heart. But creation is not an entirely passive process. What is the crucial next step that bridges the gap between your powerful inner world of intention and the outer world of tangible physical results? What is the law that governs the role of decisive, divinely guided action in your manifestation journey? Our next chapter holds this vital and empowering key. Remember to subscribe to Success Attraction Formula, give this video a like, and comment with your personal opinions or suggestions for channel development. Chapter 6. The Law of Inspired Action. Imagine a master ship captain on the deck of a magnificent and powerful vessel. He has a crystal-clear destination meticulously plotted on his nautical map. This is his deliberate intention. He has a powerful, well-maintained, and fully fueled engine running below deck, vibrating with immense and potent potential. This is his vibrational alignment. He has a deep and unwavering belief in his crew, in his vessel, and in his own ability to navigate the seas. This is his unwavering belief. He feels a profound sense of gratitude for the journey ahead. This is his radical gratitude. But the magnificent ship will never ever leave the harbor. It will never reach its prosperous and distant destination until the captain gives the clear command to raise the anchor and to joyfully and confidently engage the engine. Action is the sacred law that bridges the internal world of profound preparation with the external world of physical movement, progress, and tangible results. The law of inspired action states that to bring your cherished desires from the invisible realm of the energetic to the visible realm of the physical, you must learn to act in beautiful and perfect harmony with the divine, intuitive guidance the universe provides. This law is often where a great deal of confusion and struggle arises for conscious creators. The hustle and grind culture has relentlessly taught us that massive, relentless, and often exhausting action is the only path to success. The law of abundance, however, draws a crucial, life-changing distinction between forced action and inspired action. Forced action, or hustle, is born from the low-frequency, contracting emotions of fear, doubt, and lack. It is rooted in the deep, anxious belief that if I don't struggle, push, and single-handedly make this happen, it simply will not happen. It feels heavy, stressful, obligatory, and like a constant draining uphill battle. It is the captain, ignoring his powerful engine, trying to row his giant ship to a distant shore with a pair of tiny splintered oars. Inspired action, on the other hand, is born from the high-frequency, expansive emotions of trust, joy, and deep alignment. It feels light, easy, exciting, and often surprisingly effortless. It is the next logical, simple step that you feel a gentle, persistent, intuitive nudge to take. It is the wise captain feeling the powerful ocean currents and the direction of the wind, and effortlessly steering his ship to harness their immense and natural power. The great challenge of this law is learning to get quiet enough to hear the gentle whisper of inspiration above the loud, frantic shouting of your fearful ego, and then having the profound courage to trust and act on that whisper. Your cosmic partner, the universe, is constantly communicating with you, lovingly providing you with the very next step on your most joyful and efficient path. This guidance rarely, if ever, comes as a grand, detailed, A to Z 10-step plan. It usually comes as a beautiful breadcrumb trail of small, intuitive nudges. You might get a sudden, inexplicable urge to call an old friend you haven't spoken to in years. You might feel a gentle but persistent pull to visit a specific bookstore, to drive a different route home from work, or to sign up for a class on a topic that seems only tangentially related to your goal. These are the whispers of inspired action. The logical mind, which only trusts what it already knows, will often dismiss these sacred nudges as random, silly, or inefficient. Why would I call that person? I have nothing to say. Why would I go to that bookstore? I can order any book I need online. But following these breadcrumbs with a spirit of playful trust is precisely how you allow the universe to guide you along the magical, synchronistic, and often surprising path of least resistance. So, how do you learn to recognize and act on inspired action? First, you must consciously and deliberately create moments of stillness and silence in your day. Inspiration cannot be heard in a mind that is constantly filled with the deafening noise of worry, overthinking, and digital distraction. A few minutes of quiet meditation, a walk in nature without your phone, or even just a few deep, conscious breaths at your desk can create the necessary mental and emotional space for divine guidance to arise. When an idea or an urge appears in this quiet space, check in with your body. How does the thought of this action feel? Does it feel expansive, light, exciting, and energizing, even if it's a little bit outside your comfort zone? That is the unmistakable signature of inspired action. Does it feel heavy, contracting, stressful, and draining, like something you should or have to do? That is the signature of forced action. Your emotional guidance system is your unerring built-in compass. Let's look at a story contrasting these two very different paths of action. A woman named Lisa wants to start a successful life coaching business. Following the path of forced action, she reads that successful coaches have a large online presence. So, she spends 80 hours a week creating endless content for 5 different social media platforms, making cold calls, sending spammy emails, and desperately trying to convince people to hire her. She is exhausted, her efforts feel inauthentic and desperate, and she gets very few clients. She is trying to row the giant ship by herself. A woman named Emily also wants to start a successful life coaching business. She follows the path of inspired action. She sets her intention, aligns her vibration, and then listens. She gets a joyful, inspired idea to offer a free, in-person workshop on a topic she is deeply passionate about at her local community center. The idea feels light, exciting, and energizing. During the workshop, her authentic passion is so evident and magnetic that several attendees immediately sign up for her one-on-one coaching program. Then, one of her new clients is so thrilled with her results that she recommends Emily to her company's human resources department. This leads to a lucrative corporate coaching contract that fills her practice for the next 6 months. Emily worked far fewer hours than Lisa, but because her actions were inspired, joyful, and aligned, they were infinitely more powerful and effective. She allowed the powerful currents of the universe to carry her ship to a destination far grander than she could have reached by rowing alone. The law of inspired action is not about sitting on your couch and waiting for a bag of money to fall from the sky. It is about becoming a joyful, responsive, and trusting dance partner with the universe. You do your sacred part, the vital inner work of alignment and belief, and then you listen and watch for the cues from your partner. When the universe offers you its hand and gently nudges you to take a step, you take it with trust, joy, and a spirit of adventure. You are now learning to take divinely guided, inspired action, moving in beautiful and powerful harmony with the universe. You are raising the anchor and engaging the engine. As you begin to act, the channels of universal abundance naturally begin to open and flow toward you. But what is the crucial law that ensures this powerful flow does not become a stagnant, hoarded pond, but a powerful, ever-expanding river? What is the secret to keeping the universal currency of money and energy in a constant, healthy, and ever-increasing cycle in your life? Our next chapter holds this profound key. Remember to subscribe to Success Attraction Formula, give this video a like, and comment with your personal opinions or suggestions for channel development. Chapter 7. The Law of Fearless Circulation. Imagine a beautiful, pristine, and life-giving mountain lake. It has a fresh, clear, and powerful stream of water constantly flowing into it from the snow-capped mountaintops. This is its inlet, its sacred source of receiving. Now imagine that this lake has no outlet. The water flows in, but it never flows out. It has a receiving channel, but no giving channel. What inevitably happens to this lake over time? It becomes stagnant, murky, filled with algae, and ultimately lifeless. The once vibrant and thriving ecosystem dies because the natural flow of energy has been blocked. Now, imagine a different lake. This lake has both a strong, receptive inlet and a wide, generous, and constantly flowing outlet. The fresh water flows in, circulates throughout the entire lake, nourishing everything within it, and then flows back out with grace and ease, continuing its journey to the sea and making way for new fresh water to arrive. This lake is a vibrant, thriving, crystal-clear ecosystem, teeming with life and radiant health. Money and all forms of universal energy are exactly like this water. To have a healthy, thriving, and perpetually abundant financial life, the energy must be allowed to circulate freely. The law of fearless circulation states that you must be as open, willing, and joyful in your giving as you are in your receiving. For it is in the fearless and joyful act of constant circulation that true and lasting abundance is sustained and miraculously expanded. This law directly and powerfully challenges one of the deepest and most ingrained tenets of a scarcity mindset, the profound and often paralyzing fear of letting money go. A mind steeped in scarcity sees the world as a place of harsh limitation and fundamentally believes that there is a finite, limited amount of money available. From this fearful perspective, the only logical and safe thing to do is to hoard the money you have, to hold on to it with a tight, white-knuckled grip, and to feel a sense of pain, anxiety, and loss every single time you have to spend it. This act of hoarding, however, is like building a massive, impenetrable dam on your beautiful river of abundance. While it may feel safe and secure in the short term, it ultimately stops the natural, healthy flow. You are, through your actions and your emotions, sending a powerful signal to the universe that you believe in lack, that you do not trust that more will come to you, and that you are not an open channel for prosperity. This fearful, constrictive energy closes the very channels through which new and greater abundance can flow to you. The law of fearless circulation asks you to adopt a radical and empowering new perspective. It asks you to see money not as a finite commodity to be hoarded, but as what it truly is, a current of energy. The word currency itself comes from the Latin word currere, which means to run or to flow. Money is designed to flow. It is a symbol of the value and energy you exchange with the world. Your job is not to be a stagnant, fearful pond, but to become a clear, open, and powerful channel through which this universal currency can flow, in and out. This does not mean you should engage in reckless or irresponsible spending. It means you must fundamentally change the energy with which you spend and give. You must learn to release money with a feeling of joy, trust, and profound gratitude, not fear, anxiety, and contraction. One of the most powerful and time-honored ways to practice this law is through the act of tithing, or conscious giving. This is the practice of giving a certain percentage of your income away to a person, a cause, or an organization that inspires you, with no expectation of receiving anything in return from that specific source. This act is a powerful and eloquent declaration to the universe. It is you stating, with absolute confidence, I have so much and I trust so deeply and completely that more is on its way, that I can joyfully and freely give a portion of what I have to bless others and to support what I value in the world. This act of giving from a place of genuine abundance, rather than from a place of grudging obligation, opens your vibrational floodgates to receive more. The amount is far less important than the feeling behind it. Giving $1 with a feeling of pure joy and limitless abundance is infinitely more powerful than giving $1,000 with a feeling of resentment or fear. Another essential practice is to completely transform the energy with which you pay your bills. For most people, paying bills is a painful, stressful, and contracted experience. But under this new law, you can transform this monthly chore into a powerful act of gratitude and a celebration of abundance. When you pay your electricity bill, instead of feeling the pain of the money leaving your account, you can hold the bill and feel a wave of genuine gratitude for the incredible miracle of electricity that has powered your home, kept you warm, lit your nights, and allowed you to connect with the world. You are not losing money. You are joyfully and gratefully exchanging it for the incredible value you have already received. When you buy groceries, feel gratitude for the abundance of food available to you and for the hundreds of people who worked to bring it to your table. This radical shift in perspective transforms every act of spending from a moment of lack into a moment of gratitude and a powerful affirmation of the abundant flow in your life. Finally, fearless circulation means being willing to fearlessly and joyfully invest in yourself. This could be investing in a course that will teach you a new and valuable skill, buying a book that will expand your mind, hiring a coach who can help you grow, or simply investing in your own health and well-being. A scarcity mindset sees these as frivolous expenses to be avoided. An abundance mindset sees them as high-yield investments in your most valuable asset, you. When you invest in your own growth and well-being, you are telling the universe that you believe you are worthy of success and that you are committed to expanding your capacity to create value and to receive abundance in return. By practicing joyful giving, grateful spending, and wise investing in yourself, you move from being a stagnant pond of fear to being a vibrant, flowing river of abundance. You trust that as you joyfully release energy out, the universe will joyfully send even more energy in, keeping your life in a constant, healthy, and ever-expanding state of prosperous circulation. You are now becoming a masterful conductor of the universal flow, allowing the beautiful and powerful currency of the cosmos to circulate through your life with grace, joy, and profound trust. You have aligned with almost all the essential laws of creation. But there is one final, master-level law that ties them all together, a law that requires the ultimate act of faith and spiritual maturity. What is this final secret that unlocks the floodgates and allows the universe to deliver its miracles in the most unexpected and magnificent ways? Our last and most profound law awaits. Remember to subscribe to Success Attraction Formula, give this video a like, and comment with your personal opinions or suggestions for channel development. Chapter 8. The Law of Divine Detachment. Imagine a child in a sun-drenched garden who sees the most magnificent and colorful butterfly he has ever laid eyes on. The child is overcome with a desperate, all-consuming desire to possess its beauty. He immediately leaps up and begins to chase after it, lunging and grasping with a frantic, needy, and forceful energy. The more desperately he chases, the more erratically and quickly the beautiful butterfly flits away, always staying just beyond his grasping fingertips. Finally, exhausted, disheartened, and on the verge of tears, the child gives up. He sits down quietly in the soft grass, forgets about the butterfly, and simply begins to appreciate the profound beauty of the flowers and the warmth of the sun on his face. In this state of peaceful, non-demanding, and appreciative presence, the magnificent butterfly comes and gently, freely, and willingly lands on his shoulder. Our most cherished desires are like that butterfly. The law of divine detachment states that after you have done all the sacred inner work of creation, setting your clear intention, aligning your powerful vibration, holding your unwavering belief, and taking joyful inspired action, you must then, in a final and ultimate act of faith, release your desperate, anxious attachment to the outcome. It is this final profound act of surrender that allows your desire to fly freely and gracefully into your experience. This is, without a doubt, the most subtle, the most advanced, the most misunderstood, and often the most challenging of all the 7 laws of abundance. It seems like a profound and maddening paradox. How can you hold a clear, passionate intention for something that you deeply desire, while simultaneously being detached from whether or not it manifests? The key to resolving this paradox is to understand the crucial energetic difference between clear, focused intention and needy, fearful attachment. Intention is a high-frequency, creative, and expansive energy. It is you, as a conscious creator, stating your clear and joyful preference to the universe. Attachment, on the other hand, is a low-frequency, resistant, and contracting energy. It is born from the deep, underlying fear that you will not be happy, whole, or okay until your desire manifests. This needy, grasping, and impatient energy is a powerful vibration of lack. It is you shouting to the universe, "I don't have this thing that I need to be happy, and I am not okay without it." This powerful vibration of not having can only attract more of the painful experience of not having. Divine detachment does not mean that you no longer care about your desire. It means you have reached a state of profound inner peace, wholeness, and unshakable trust. You have successfully shifted your emotional state from the conditional happiness of, "I will be happy when I get this," to the unconditional joy of, "I choose to be happy, whole, and fulfilled now, and I know that from this beautiful and complete state, my desire will naturally and easily be drawn to me." It is a deep and unshakable trust in your cosmic partner. It is you saying, "I have placed my sacred order with clarity and faith. I know that my partner, the master chef of the cosmos, has received the order and is preparing it with love. I am no longer going to stand by the kitchen door, tapping my foot impatiently and worrying about when my meal will arrive. I am going to sit back, enjoy the beautiful music of my current life, and trust that my order will be delivered at the perfect time and in the most perfect way." One of the most powerful ways to cultivate this state of enlightened detachment is to adopt the mindset of this or something better. When you set your intention, you can add this powerful and liberating clause to the end of your declaration. "I am joyfully calling this specific outcome into my experience," or something even better, "for the highest good of all concerned." This magical phrase works wonders because it releases your rigid, ego-based attachment to the specific form of your desire. It is a humble acknowledgement that your limited human perspective may not see the full, magnificent picture, and it joyfully opens the door for the infinite wisdom of the universe to deliver a solution or an outcome that is even more beautiful, more aligned, and more magnificent than the one you originally imagined. It shifts you from a place of demanding a specific outcome to a place of being joyfully open to the best possible outcome. Consider the story of a woman named Emily who was deeply attached to buying a specific house. It was her dream house, and she could not imagine being happy anywhere else. She set her intention, she visualized, she did all the work. She put in a strong offer, but at the last minute, she was outbid by another buyer. She was absolutely devastated. Her deep attachment to that one specific how had caused her immense pain and a feeling of failure. After a period of deep disappointment, she decided to practice divine detachment. She set a new, broader intention. "I am so happy and grateful to be living in my perfect dream home, a home that is even more beautiful, more peaceful, and more perfectly suited to my soul's journey than I can currently imagine. I am open to this, or something even better." She mourned the loss of the first house and then truly released her attachment to it. She focused not on a specific address, but on the pure, joyful feeling of being in her perfect home. A month later, a new house came on the market in a neighborhood she had not previously considered. It was less expensive than the first house, had a much bigger and more beautiful garden, and had a wonderful, light-filled creative studio space she had not even thought to ask for. It was, in every conceivable way, better for her than her original dream. Her rigid attachment to the first house would have blinded her to this far superior something better. Her final act of detachment opened the door for a true miracle. The ultimate state of divine detachment is one of unconditional joy. It is a state where your happiness is no longer contingent on any external person, condition, or thing. Your joy comes from within. When you reach this state, you become a truly unstoppable creator, because you are no longer creating from a place of neediness or lack. You are creating from a place of holocracy, joy, and playful curiosity. This final law is the beautiful capstone of your creative mastery. It is the ultimate expression of faith, the final and most profound surrender to the loving and intelligent wisdom of the cosmos. It is the peace that comes from knowing that all is well, and that all is unfolding in perfect, divine order, always for your highest good. You have now journeyed through the 7 fundamental and powerful laws of abundance. You began with the master law, understanding that your own consciousness is the creative force of your reality. From there, you learned the power of deliberate intention, the absolute necessity of vibrational alignment, and the magic of cultivating unwavering belief. You discovered how to amplify your creations with the magnificent force of radical gratitude, how to bridge the inner and outer worlds with inspired action, and how to maintain a healthy, prosperous flow through the law of fearless circulation. Finally, you have embraced the ultimate act of faith, the profound peace of the law of divine detachment. These 7 laws are not separate techniques. They are a complete, holistic, and powerful system for co-creating a life of limitless prosperity, joy, and freedom. Thank you for taking this profound journey of self-discovery and empowerment with us. We are honored to have been your guide. We hope you feel inspired to use these laws to create a world of magnificent abundance for yourself and for all. Please show your support by liking this video, commenting with your insights, and subscribing to Success Attraction Formula.